Good evening, everyone. It's your sexy chef in the flesh. And tonight, I am partnering up with Annie's Natural Organic Products and showing you how to take this Asian sesame dressing from Annie's and turn it into a delicious pasta salad that will have your taste buds screaming for more. Best of all, the ingredients are super simple. First, I boiled a pound of tri-colored rotini 8 to 9 minutes until it's al dente, and make sure you salt the water. Next, what I did is I sauteed 1/2 of a white onion in olive oil. I also sauteed 2 small celery stalks, also in olive oil. I diced up 16 cloves of fresh garlic. I love garlic, and this gives it such a great taste. Next, I took 1 large red bell pepper and diced that up. And lastly, but certainly not least, I took 2 large carrots and shredded them. Seasonings are up next, and of course they're very important. We're making the Sesame Asian pasta salad, so this dressing is going to be extremely important. Next up, we're going to be salting everything. We're also going to be giving it a little bit of heat with some crushed red pepper. And lastly, we'll be using some black pepper. Now, what I also use in almost all of my dishes is literally some fresh picked basil. So at the very end, I'll be shredding this with my bare hands and throwing it over top of everything. Next up, mixing it all together. So what I've done, so that the pasta doesn't stick together, is I've drizzled it with olive oil. Now that our pasta is taken care of, I'm going to start mixing everything into it. First up, we have our sauteed onion. Easy. Next up, celery. Same thing, mix it right in. My favorite thing, the garlic, that's up next. Red pepper goes right in. This gives it such a beautiful color. And all these gorgeous carrots, they'll go right in just like that. Perfect. So now I'm going to take some of this dressing, shake it up. You want to get it all nice and shaken together. And I'm just going to lightly drizzle this on top of everything. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to start mixing everything together gently, and you'll see all this come together really nice, all the reds and the oranges and the greens. You'll see all the garlic and the celery. It just looks so good. I can't wait to dig right in. So now that everything's mixed together, I'm going to start seasoning it all up. First up, I'm going to take some salt and just lightly drizzle my salt over the top of everything. And you will be tasting this to see if you need more salt later on. Next, I'm going to be throwing in some of this crushed red pepper right over the top. Depending on how spicy you like it, you'll know when you want to stop using it. And some black pepper. Can't go wrong there. I like it with a little bit of heat. So now that I've done that, I'm going to give it another stir. Now it's time to taste it. You can really taste all the flavors just bursting in your mouth. So what I'm going to do, I am going to add some more of this. So I'm just going to drizzle this over top again. Might as well use the whole bottle. I used a whole pound of pasta. Love this Annie's. It's phenomenal. So now that I've done that, I'm going to use another layer of salt. And I like my stuff spicy, so I'm using some more crushed red pepper. And now my favorite part. I am taking this fresh basil and I'm just going to start pulling it apart and just shredding it right here and throwing it right over top. And again, you can see these colors are literally just bursting off the screen. So good. And guess what? They're going to also be bursting in your mouth. delicious. So now that you have the secrets, tricks, and tips, go get yourself a bottle of this Annie's Asian sesame dressing and make this pasta salad. I promise you won't be disappointed. Until next time, make sure you're always cooking, always sexy, and always happy.